Welcome and welcome back, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon, excited to be here and excited to bring you an unusual episode. That's right, today we are going to discuss 10 signs that Clash of Clans is dying. Now, let me just clarify this first things first. I don't think that the game is dying currently. I'm telling you that if any of these 10 signs were to happen, that means Clash is in trouble. So the title could be 10 signs. If they were to happen, the Clash of Clans isn't doing well and maybe on the way out. Okay, so just wanted to clarify that. Let's watch for these 10 signs and hope that they are not coming to Clash of Clans. Now, the first sign is not that Galadon plays other games, because I do. And right now, I am playing the New Heroes update in World War Doe. If you have not checked it out yet, then in the words of the Killer Clown, sucks to be you. It really does, because this game is a blast, is absolutely crazy, not quite like anything else you've ever played, and if you download using the link right there and in the description, it basically works like use code Galadon. So I only benefit if you actually enjoy the game. Now, how can you benefit? You get ready for this. The top 3 players that join my brand new club, Galagang 2, if you use my link to download the game, make it to the top 3 and get 1,000 free gems each month. There is a $25,000 tournament coming up. Make sure you try World War Doe. I promise you will enjoy it. Now, of course, in the meantime, we're all enjoying Clash of Clans, and I do not think that the game is dying, but what I wanted to talk about is signs that could indicate that the game is kind of headed towards a downward spiral. You know, signs of desperation, signs of disinterest, and we're going to talk about that today. Now, watch out for these things, because I will tell you right now, there have been many other games, especially mobile games in the past, that have seen these things happen, and then the games have gone downhill or even disappeared completely. So we're going to watch out for these, but at the same time, I warn you that many of these signs are things that players actually ask for. So that's kind of unfortunate, but that's the way it works. For instance, number 1, donate resources. I hear this all the time, that players would love to be able to donate resources to fellow clan members. Now, don't get me wrong, there could be a mechanic where at some point in the future you donate to a clan treasury, but not to each other. The idea that you basically could get unlimited elixir or gold or dark elixir just by trading with clan members is definitely a bad sign, and would be a sign that the game, you know, just isn't what it used to be. These are things that the developers sometimes do to games to try to hold on, to desperately hold on to a player base. Okay? Also, of course, there could be what I call neglect. That could be, well, number 2, no new town halls. At some point, we won't see anything past, say, Town Hall 14, 15, or maybe 16. Now, those aren't real town halls, and I'm not saying yes or no to those town hall numbers. In the past, I believe Darian did mention they had a few more town halls planned, but it does seem that at some point, and this is actually necessarily true, sooner or later there will be no more town halls. We all know this, right? And we hope that it's not going to be in our lifetimes, but you never know. Okay, let's move on to number 3, and this is something other games do a lot. Cheaper gems. We've never seen this happen in Clash of Clans, that say a $100 pack of gems suddenly goes on sale and it's only $79.99. Obviously, they have the gem packs with deals and other things like that, but we're talking about discount on gems straight out. The gems that have always cost the same. If they are ever decreased in price, I would take that to be a pretty dangerous sign that maybe the game just doesn't have the same popularity that it did, that Supercell isn't seeing players buying gems, and they're trying to encourage you to buy them by making them cheaper. And this is completely different than offering you packs, you know, like the packs that you see every few days in the game. Those are good for the game. Those help keep players active. But a straight out discount on gems, that is something that I would be worried about. You know, we've got the gifts for other clan members. I think that's good. Okay, number 4. How about the idea of ever playing Clash of Clans on a console? Put it on Xbox, on PlayStation, or play it offline. You don't have to be on the internet to be able to play Clash of Clans. Now, again, these are ideas that players might actually like. I've heard this a lot, that players, hey, what if I don't have internet? What if I can't play on mobile? I want to play on my PC or I want to play on my console. Yeah, I think all of these things would be bad signs. Again, it's kind of like this sign that the developer is reaching out and trying to gain a player base that it has never previously pursued. Supercell is, by design, a mobile gaming company. All of its games are on mobile, so I would never expect them to be available on a console, on a PC or Mac, and offline, almost never a good idea for a mobile game. Now, number 5, buying a maxed village. Okay, this should be obvious, but if it ever got to the point that you could pretty much just spend a whole ton of money all at once and pick up a maxed out village or a Town Hall 13, that would be a bad sign. Now, this also, I didn't include this in the list, but it also goes along with the idea of the ability to buy and sell accounts. Now, despite what you may have heard or even seen with those weird YouTube ads that show up, and yes, people ask me about this all the time, no, it is not legal and it is not a good idea to ever try to buy or sell or share or trade a Clash of Clans account. You can easily get banned, and the ban, well, for that, it is for life. Okay, I do know that much. Okay, let's move on and talk about number 6. This would be, what if you could say start at Town Hall 7? Now, I will admit, this is something that I've actually talked about in previous videos. Maybe you've already maxed out at Town Hall 13 and you want to start over again. They let you start at Town Hall 7 because you already have a maxed out account. Now, that would not fall under this criteria. What I'm talking about is if you log on for the very first time to Clash of Clans and it says, hey, do you want to start at Town Hall 1 or would you rather start at Town Hall 7? Or I also think that we could also consider this a bad idea if Town Hall 7 were $49.99 and you can buy a fully maxed out Town Hall 6, upgrading to Town Hall 7 for a specific amount of money. I think that would probably be a bad idea, although at the same time, I do think at some point in the future, they need to do something like that to address this whole journey from Town Halls 1 to 13. Okay, what about item number 7? No more skins. Skins are amazing in the game, but they take a lot of development time. Imagine if you just stopped seeing skins come out in the game at all. This would be an obvious sign that the design team, well, they just don't have the time to deal with your skins to make the cool stuff anymore. And also on this same subject, just a simple lack of updates. If you saw updates completely stop, that would be a very bad sign. And that would be obvious that, hey, they're not willing to put the money, the investment into the game anymore because they're not simply seeing the revenue return. Now, number 8 is an interesting one. And this is, unfortunately for me, the reason that we can't do more Strange But True episodes. And that is that if there were strange bugs and glitches happening in the game all the time, then this would definitely be a sign that the dev team doesn't have the time, the effort, or the funds to work on the game much anymore. And this is something that's really been kind of unique to Clash of Clans. Of all games that I've played, Supercell games have by far had the fewest bugs, glitches, and errors, and I definitely hope that it stays that way. Now, for reason number 9, training armies instantly, this also kind of goes along the same idea of cheaper gems, or the possibility of instant upgrades. Anything like that would be a really bad idea for the game, simply because you could, obviously, instantly have any army you wanted. Now, of course, we have that now in friendly challenges, which is fantastic, but when you're trying to progress in the game, that would cause advancement to be so much faster that there wouldn't really be that feeling of investment anymore that players that have played for months and years feel once they've gotten to a certain level. People are very proud of their villages, and if you can instantly upgrade and train and raid, that same pride is not going to follow, and that would probably be part of the downfall of the game. Now here comes number 10, and this one makes me truly sad because I have to admit it's true, but okay. I would love my idea of the Resorkler to come to Clash of Clans, but it's not going to happen, you guys. And I've come to grips with this, and I understand that the ability, again, to exchange resources, especially if it were a significant amount, would be a bad sign, because again, it would be reducing the amount of playtime you would need, and that is what keeps the game alive. Players playing the game. So this video could have been 10 things that I hope never happen in Clash of Clans, but you get the picture, right? Let me know down in the comments if there are other things that you think would be a sure sign that Clash of Clans is in trouble, but for now you made it all the way to the end of the episode. That's why you are the true hashtag Galafam, and I love thinking about and appreciate every single one of you every single day. So make the best of the rest of your day, be kind to other people, animals, and the planet. I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon! Galadon! That video was strange, but true.